The station with the best music. Best music.
I love the music.
Best music.
It's going down, the best in throwback hits radio, and we back with another one. You know what time it is, it's straightforward. With my main man, my host, Corey Jackson. And we got my boy in here, J. Kellen Kemp. And somewhere out there is a boy called Eon Hope. Eventually, we'll get him back in the house. And we got my main man, JoJo. He's in the house, and that's not the one from Jodeci, but we got the real good-looking one, JoJo, in the house. What's up, JoJo?
What's up? Man, another day. This is straightforward. You seen him before, like Wayne said. We got JoJo. Forever Different is back in the house. Part 2 on the interview. Man, how you been, bro? How you been living?
Been living good, you know, just trying to maintain, stay afloat.
For sure. So look, we got some more questions for you. We got a whole bunch of things that we want to dive into. My first question: is there any local brands that you'll be looking to collab with anytime soon, or just anything in general? Like, can we expect a collab anytime soon, or is it just straight Forever Different by itself solo?
Me and it's a brand called Forsaken Forever. It's called Forsaken. Shout out to Ncaa. You might know Ncaa.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. I got something in the works with him. It's somebody named Sacrifice Studios that I want to do a collab with too. I ain't got in touch with them, but it's on the way.
Okay.
So, all right. Any big releases that we can see coming up?
So I just dropped Dying Rich, and that was October 5th. I'm not sure if y'all seen that already, but yeah. I'll show y'all. But when the next one is gonna be a bigger and better one, that's the first week of October. I said October, November, or
so this will be like the winter release.
Yeah, fall winter.
We can see some coats.
Bubble coats, tracksuits.
Shit.
Right. We got ski masks. We got socks. Everything you need. Blankets, rugs. It's gonna be a big one.
Okay. And like you said, you was gonna collab with Ncaa. How did that come about? Like, who started that? Who put that in the works first?
It was just like we just put our heads together, really, and it was a me and him type of thing. It was just like we had a shirt that we like had a similar idea on already that we was gonna put out separately.
Yeah.
But then we ended up just coming together and just making it one shirt. And then you remember the butterfly jacket with the pink butterflies on the back?
Yeah.
That was something that we just sat down and came up with each other too.
Okay. And I want to ask you, what was your thoughts on streetwear? Like, thoughts on streetwear, where do you think that the game is going with streetwear?
It's not necessarily even streetwear anymore. It's like more hyped gear like Supreme, V-Long, like a lot of that type of stuff. Now it's just because whatever you see like a rapper have on or something like that, that's what's popping right now.
Yeah.
So it's not really like vintage wear or anything like that. Nobody's really their self anymore. It's just like the image.
All right. Getting into that streetwear topic, what do you think about the oversized look that people going with now?
Oversized, that ain't my thing. I like my clothes to fit, you know, but that's just, I mean, some people are able to pull it off. Some people just look, you know, on the other side of things, but yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that. I can't get down with the oversized T-shirts and oversized pants and baggy jeans and stuff. Yeah, that just don't flow right. I feel like it give you the sleeker look, just flow better with the outfits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So a lot of people may not know, but you've been ducked off in Houston. How Houston been treating you so far?
I love it, actually. The love is there, the support's there. Everything that I was really looking for is in Houston. So if you're an entrepreneur or anything like that, I feel like Houston's the place you need to be.
Yeah,
okay.
That definitely sounds true, though. Like, considering how bigger of a market Houston is than Dallas. Like just marketability and what's the word? Like you can just
for sure. But with Houston, it's just a lot more to do. There's a lot more people there, and it's like a bigger audience to reach. Like all the rappers are in Houston, influencers, YouTubers, everything. Like it's not really hard to find somebody to put in your gear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I needed a rapper, just desperately needed one, I can go. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gallery or go look around. Like there's always somebody somewhere.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You come across a lot of people down there, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, speaking on Houston, have you found any challenges, or better yet, what's the biggest challenge that you've had since you've branched out into a new city, a new town?
Just not being able to like have everything I need on hand with me at that time. Like I can't carry my, all my clothes are handmade, so I can't carry everything I need with me on the road. So it's like before I go shoot out to Houston, I'm gonna have to make a whole bunch of clothes and like just stuff like that. That's the biggest challenge. Really.
You caught me by surprise with that one for a second, because you said handmade. I didn't know that you handmade everything.
Nah, all my clothes are handmade.
How you do that?
So I got, like this shirt for instance, I got a printer that like cuts everything out and does everything for me. But all my designs, like they like I told you, they come from me, like all through Photoshop and stuff like that. So I'll go take it from Photoshop, dissect it into a, what a JPEG is? Like a JPEG file, PNG file. So at first I have to dissect it from the JPEG and take it into the PNG, then transfer it over to the next program. Then I'll go through there and it'll print out my stencils for me, and then I'll just take it from there, put it on my vinyl cutter, and then with my vinyl cutter it cuts out my letters and stuff. So then from there I'm able to take my vinyl and put it on my shirts and then actually press the shirts.
Okay. I didn't even know that. I didn't know that you was actually making all the clothes. So all the hoodies and all the sweatpants and everything has been
hands on.
Okay.
Oh no,
Would you get into embroidery?
Embroidery, that's was for the November drop. So there's no
nice.
more like
with the coats and the hoodies and stuff. That's gonna be nice.
Okay.
The quality's there.
And then, like you said, I remember on the last show you were saying maybe we could see rugs in the future. How would you go about as far as making those? Is it the same process?
See, with rugs, that's the only thing I really have to reach out to a manufacturer for. Like everything else I can do myself, but for me to like have the highest quality and the way I want them to look, I have to reach out to a manufacturer to get those done for me.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
So have you been able to see a difference in the sales, and then not only that, the exposure of having the ambassadors that you have?
It's definitely there. It's helped a lot. And I can't do nothing but thank those guys and all my athletes. I can apologize to y'all. I have been slacking just a tad, but I'm going to make sure everybody's getting right. Everybody's just doing their thing. And I appreciate all y'all for that. But the sales, everything is just, it's been a big, it's been there. Like the numbers have increased from the last time we talked.
Yeah.
I wasn't really doing the numbers that I am now.
And you got it.
Oh yeah. All right. Knowing what you know now, is there anything you would have did differently since starting out?
Excuse me, but I would have marketed a lot better, and I would have marketed a lot harder as far as with my social media platforms. I would have just made sure everything was in your face. Like right now, Forever Different is like, I ain't gonna say it's by the word of mouth, but it's by like, whose jacket is that? Woo type stuff.
Yeah.
So that's how I get majority of my clientele. But then,
Like mutual.
Yeah. Then I'll do my promo videos, and then I'll try to do different stuff to like grab attention. But other than that, like, there's nothing I regret, but there's a lot of stuff that I would have done different.
I feel you.
You ever feel the sense, like, is there ever a sense of pressure whenever you see another brand drop something? Or maybe not even just that, or maybe like a concept that you had, but then they just dropped it, and now it's like, man, I can't drop this concept that I wanted to drop.
Nah, not really, because if you're being honest, everybody get their stuff from me. So with me, it's like, I know if I put out something, it's truly different. Like, because the name is just not like it's not a brand, it's not that, it's like really a lifestyle. So I take that real serious as in being forever different. So with this last drop I had, that's not really something you'll see. Like there's similarities in like other brands, but it's like you're really truly not seeing Forever Different's work in anybody else. It's like you really can't find that in stores.
And with a lot of trends that you've been seeing now from like social media and stuff, have you been incorporating those into your clothes, like the usage of like earth tones and stuff like that?
Just a tad for those type of people, for the social media aspect type of people. But with me, I like keeping it forever different. Like I'm not gonna put out anything I don't see myself wearing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like for instance, I did have a drop. I ain't gonna lie. I had a drop that flopped. That was because I was trying to like branch off and try to grab attention elsewhere when I know it's like just continue to be yourself.
Yeah.
Don't really try to like branch off and do other things because that's not you. You coming from people mess with you because you're you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I feel you on that.
So how many ambassadors do you have, and then how far do they stretch out? As far as like, what's the furthest? Well, yeah, how far is your furthest ambassador right now?
I got an ambassador in Canada, actually. There's one in Canada, but like everybody else is really local. Like, you know, I have my FD athletes.
Yeah.
That's Diallo. He's at North Carolina A&T. I got Deontay Greer. He's at Concordia University. I got Eric Sutton. He's at Texas State. I got Quinn Bright. He's at Blinn, I want to say right now. I got Kendall Brown. She's at University of Houston. She's hooping. I got Jordan Brown. He's at the University of Kansas right now. He's injured, but he'll be back next semester, next season.
That's what's up, man. You doing it big.
Appreciate you.
And then as far as like when you acquired the ambassadors, I want to say this. Was it you going to them, or did you find yourself when they were asking you like, hey, I want to be a part of this?
Majority of them, I reached out to them, but then I do have some ambassadors that reached out to me where it's like I evaluated you and like I feel like you have something to bring to the team or bring to the table, and I can help you.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Okay. And what is your thoughts on, obviously, like we touching on the athletes, the Forever Different athletes. What is your thoughts on the NCAA allowing athletes to get endorsements?
See, that was big, and I like that was big because honestly, you know, we ain't had no NCAA game since we was jits.
Yeah.
So that's coming back soon. I think they said the 2023, I
Yeah.
believe. But that was big for them because one, college is a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, like that's nothing easy, and especially as an athlete having to go to classes and having to have to go to practice and do different things throughout the day, meetings and stuff like that, training. It's just good to be able to make some money off of your name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would that be like would that come to play with you a little bit? Like, would you be open to like giving them a discount code and they get a percentage of the sales or something if they use the code?
That's what actually it is. So the way that it's set up, all my athletes, they have a code that's tied to their name.
Mm-hmm.
So what that is, like whenever they use their code, or whenever somebody uses their code, they'll get 30%. No, it was 15% of whatever. No, it's 50% off, and then they'll get 30% of the proceeds.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that, like how it work with the sales, how does the split work or whatever. But I didn't notice your tattoos. You had on a hoodie last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, do your tattoos? I want to ask you that. Do you find your tattoos resembling you outside of your clothing brand, as far as like explaining who you are as a person?
Yeah, so the 1% on my hand, that's like 1%. Like there's nobody else. Like me. I'm the 1%. Everybody else is the 99. This is the eye, or is the all-seeing eye. That's just protection. We got the world is yours because I feel like the world is mine at a point.
Yeah.
We got where I'm from. That's the Colorado Sea with the mountains on the inside. We got a hear no evil, speak no evil. Then we got a guardian angel with Forever Different, the logo on the inside of the ribbon. And then we got fear none here. Then we have the angel numbers 444. Then I got a crown on my neck with Forever Different again. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really a lifestyle. It's not just a brand.
Yeah. I really hide on my tattoos. I got them on my chest and my legs and stuff.
This dude ain't got not one tattoo, bro. That dude right there is scared of a needle. But outside of M-Page, do you see yourself collabing with any other local brands?
Yeah. Of course. Like I said, Sacrifice Studios, Sacrifice Studios is one I really want to do for sure because he's putting out some quality work right now. And I can see him, like, you know what I'm saying, blowing up.
Yeah.
I want to be, not saying I want to be a part of his success, but I feel like we can come together and make something big. With another brand, I can see it's a brand called PJ's Drip Beware. And he graduated from South Grand Prairie, actually. And he's in Houston also now. He blew up. And so it's like we've been having talks and we ain't never really just sat down and had a conversation about it, but that too's on the way.
Okay.
Have you ever like just sat down and looked at the statistics or anything like that and just noticed like, damn, like this color does better than other colors or something like that?
Yeah, for sure. So I got a jacket called Dead Dollars. It's like, it's a zombie with the hand, you know what I'm talking about. That's like my top one right there. Like everybody loved that jacket. When I first dropped that jacket, that was before I had my website and everything was on hand. So I had 40 jackets. I had 40 jackets in total. I sold out the first day I had those in like the first 3 or 4 hours. Then I did a redrop and I had 80 jackets the next time. I sold out of those and I didn't sell them no more. Then when I put them back on my website, when I finally opened my website and I put them on my website as a limited edition, like it just blew up. So that one jacket alone, I probably done made like 150 to 200, just that jacket alone.
So that's not a jacket we can just constantly see in the mix. Like
it's gonna continue constantly be in the mix. Like,
you gotta catch it at the right time, though. Probably.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring it back for Halloween because that's what I did last year.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
And then my fault, I ain't mention the Halloween drop, so I'm gonna do a big Halloween drop on the 31st at 10:31. I don't know if I want to do 10:31 a.m. or 10:31 p.m. Probably p.m. So I'm gonna be dropping a couple of hats. So 2 trucker hats, a ski mask, a tracksuit, a shirt, some sweats, and then I think I want to drop my socks too. I ain't really decided on the socks yet, but I know for sure those clothes are gonna drop. And then I got a full zip-up hoodie that's dropping on the 31st too.
I know that's gonna be nice.
Oh, you had something?
Oh yeah. All right, so we've been getting into a lot about the brands and stuff. So, what's your top 3 high fashion brands?
Top 3 high
Supreme,
fashion.
Dior.
I say Bape 1. That's my top one right there.
All right, babe.
Then we gonna go. I'm a polo baby, so I gotta go polo.
That's valid.
Then the third, I really want to say, what sweats did I have on the other day? Palm Angels.
Palm Angels. Yeah, I ain't really been too much into that Palm Angel stuff, but I like the Bape pick though. You like Bapes and stuff like that?
Yeah, but I don't like how they fit. They don't feel like forces. Like they just too tight on your feet.
Are they tight?
Too tight.
You can tell they made from like cheaper materials, but they still like the colorways they come out with is fire. Like that patent leather and stuff.
That's why they so tight. It's that patent leather.
Yeah, I need to look into getting a pair of those.
What you call it? Royalty. You know that store in Duncanville?
Yeah. They
got every pair you need.
I got some.
Every color.
I got some. I like that rare stuff, so I gotta see if they got them. They probably don't got what I'm looking for, but
This dude right here, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Cause you really be, I ain't gonna lie, my boy be putting it on, bro.
I got to, bro.
Only way.
But could you ever see yourself stretching outside of streetwear, maybe like dropping a formal line or even some like casual wear or sleepwear?
I was thinking the same thing.
I want to go in, if we're really being honest, I want to go in more into like denim. So like I want to do jeans, I want to do jean jackets and stuff like that. I want to do suits too.
That'd be nice.
Like Forever Different suits, like designer, like what's that store called? Designer Men's Warehouse or something like that.
Yeah.
I want to have like a store like that, but still have my like packs on type store. You know what I'm saying?
How would you incorporate? Like I know it's probably like hard to say right now, but how would you like out the dome? How would you incorporate Forever Different into a suit or something like that?
Actually, all right, cool. So Forever Different into a suit, it wouldn't be too much. It would just be sleek. So obviously, my couplings, they would be in the shape of an FD, like my logo. They'll be in the shape of my logo. But along the collar, like it wouldn't be doing too much. It'll have like Forever Different along the collar.
Just hints of Forever Different. In it.
Yeah, it wouldn't be like no logo big on the back or something like that. It's just here and there.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
And I know you touched on like far as like people, let's just say how people aren't willing to come together and collab and help each other grow.
Right.
But I just want the people to hear from you. Like, did you want to touch back on that again and give your input on that, your opinion, as far as like how Dallas is? I ain't gonna say we all know how Dallas is, but the majority of us know how Dallas, it's pretty much every man for themselves out here. Everybody fending for themselves. They trying to make it. And ain't nobody trying to lend a hand besides a very few short amount of people.
Right. See, don't ever I ain't asking for no handouts. I ain't asking for nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? But with Dallas versus Houston, Dallas is like, they'll rather talk down and like hate and, you know what I'm saying, not be welcome to like pushing your brand, reposting, this, that, and the third, versus somebody in Houston. Like, there's people in Houston I don't even know, never met a day in my life. They'll come up to me, hey, I like what you're doing, keep doing what you're doing. Like, if you keep up, you gonna blow one day. You know what I'm saying? It's just love. Everything is genuine. In Houston, they want to see the next man make it. But as far as in Dallas, everybody pulling everybody down in Dallas. Like, as you can see, like, nobody really making it out of Dallas. Like, somebody will die before they make it out of Dallas.
Yeah. So you saying it's like easier to network and whatnot out there?
Yeah.
I feel you on that. All right. I got a question for you. I want to revert back to what we was talking about. We was talking about you venturing off into another branch.
Yeah.
Could you see, you got the Forever Athletes. Could you see you making some sports gear? Could that be in the works?
We like sports gear as in like compression wear, dry fit, stuff like that.
You got some tights, you just throw the Forever Different logo on it. You got a football towel, throw the Forever Different logo on it or something.
Eventually, yeah. But it's just, you know me, I'm streetwear. Like, this is stuff you can put on every day and just wear around and be comfortable in. Like, with my athletes, once I get everything back in order, because I ain't gonna lie, like, stuff went left. And it was just, I got to get back right. Yeah. So once I do that, I'm gonna make sure they all straight. Like, I'm gonna send them dry fit everything, like from the shorts to the shirts, armbands, headbands, like everything they need to just be a successful athlete, you know.
And that's gonna be exclusive to them.
Yeah, water bottles, stuff like that.
That's gonna be lit.
Okay. So what could you say far as right now is your goal to end off 2020? Because we already in October. It seemed like this year done flew by. But what is the goal right now to get over the hump going into 22?
Really just do everything I need to do to get back to a clean slate where it's like, I'm not saying I'm back comfortable, where it's just I ain't got to worry about nothing. And my goal, like, going into 22, I ain't gonna say I need it, but I want a Nardo wig. I want to get him in one of my jackets or something like that, somebody like that. Mm-hmm. Or Nardo wigs one. We can do Big Scar. Who else? Just people like that. Shout out to Barrio. Why is it Barrio too, though? I just gave him some clothes the other day. All of them type of guys just like venturing off and just putting different people in my stuff.
Okay. And just to step outside the box for a second, we gonna throw a little, different question at you. You obviously used to play basketball. People may know, people may not know. Right. But I want to ask you this. You and 4 other people, running the pickup game, any player all time, you putting together your own starting 5 right now, including you, who you putting in there with you?
Okay, so me, we going NBA players, or we just talk about people in
anybody you want?
All right, so look, I'm going me, Jamari off top. Me, Jamar, Clay. And then me, Jamar, Clay. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to go KP. The way he went to Skyline.
KP?
Yeah. I'm gonna go KP just because I need a ball handle. Mm-hmm. And 5, I'm gonna go 5. That's a hard one. Who I hope for real. 5, I'm gonna have to go.
You gotta be
Aaron Wright.
Yeah, right. Oh, Aaron nice too. See, you know Jamari, don't you?
Nah.
Barlow.
You know,
Oh,
Yeah, that's big. I ain't think about that. Yeah, that's it. And you know, most people they would have threw NBA players in it, but you went with the dudes that you was hooping with in high school.
I feel you on that.
Anything else from you though?
Oh yeah. What's your thoughts on the Yeezy brand? Like from his clothes to all his shoes. What you think about Yeezy?
his mark, he's a genius. Like, genius. He, like, really, he's putting out anything and people are buying it. And, like,
You seen that little yellow shoe he made?
yeah.
Hideous, but I like it somehow.
See what I'm saying?
I
Like,
like it somehow.
he's a genius. Like, he's just doing different things. Like, the whole Yeezy brand, the Yeezy slides, those are gel slippers.
Yeah.
Those
Yes.
are gel slippers.
When you see it, when you see the shoe in orange, it's like, wow, like
You know,
this is really the shoe, bro.
like,
Sell mate
exactly.
34 wearing so.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, and if he can sell something like that on a large scale and make millions or millions of dollars, I can't even knock him. Like,
Yeah.
he can do anything he wants, and you just got to give him his flowers at the end of the day.
Yeah. What you think about? I made a statement that Kanye West is one of the most influential people ever. You think
Facts.
that's facts? Thank you.
That's a Fendi right there.
No, you said most influential all time.
He probably is.
Nah, I'm gonna go Chief Keef.
I'm saying fashion. No, Chief Keef's not.
I'm gonna go Chief Keef.
I'm sorry, Chief
I'm
Keef's
going
not.
Chief Keef.
And I'm one of the biggest. Like, I'm a huge Chief Keef fan.
But you're not looking at the bigger picture. Like, Chief
explain
Keef.
explain to me what Chief Keef has done.
All right, so
Explain to
look,
me how Chief Keef's more influential than.
I'm gonna explain it to you. So look, you know how Chief Keef, how he was, that's drill. That was the start of drill. Him, Lil Durk, and all of them coming out of Chicago, that was the start of drill.
Him, Dirk, Pappy. Yeah.
All of that. Rest in peace to Pappy. But with Chief Keef blew up, put everybody on, and then how Chief Keef get kicked out of his city and still able to be on the scale that he in. Like, he can't even go back to where he at. I mean, he can't go back to where he from, but he still. We wouldn't know what O Block is if it wasn't for Chief Keef. We wouldn't know what Lil Durk is if it wasn't for Chief Keef. We wouldn't know a lot of these people. We wouldn't know half of the Chicago wave right now if it wasn't for Chief Keef.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Like,
But
in all honesty, we wouldn't have anything if it wasn't for Chief Keef.
I can't say that, bro.
You can't. You don't want to say it.
So you saying? So I'm saying. Okay. Answer this. Rank the Chicago artists
I'm going Chief Keef number 1.
over Kanye.
I'm going Chief Keef number 1. We got Kanye as a hard number 2. I want to give him number 1, but I'm gonna give him number 2.
That's
You
it.
saying Kanye is most influential because he's branched out into different things.
I'm putting music too.
It's not
Chief Keef
music.
Kanye has done way more than Chief Keef has in music.
But you know, Kanye was a producer also.
Exactly.
So
That's why you
Kanye,
gotta
like-
give it to Kanye.
I'm not knocking Kanye at all, but if he's saying like, Kanye didn't influence our generation, like that's what I'm
I
saying.
gotta highly disagree with that.
Look at our generation and look at the bigger picture
Have
of
you
our
heard-
generation.
What's
808s and Heartbreak?
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
the auto-tune? All that. That's
That's
Come
what
on
I'm
now.
saying. Like,
if you heard Nas. and
okay,
rappers
so
like
look. Chief Keef got his. I don't know where he got his inspiration from, but let's just say he got it from Kanye. Cool. Chief Keef took Kanye's influence and blew it up completely and put all these other people on.
I mean, but can you really say that? Because you gotta think Young Thug did that too. You gotta think like other artists did stuff like that too.
We were talking about Chicago, ain't we?
Well, and I'm saying like,
Or you talking about just in general?
yeah, I'm saying like Young Thug done influence some artists and stuff too. Like
But
Chief
Chief
Keef done
Keef,
influence every artist.
Chief Keef's bigger as on an influential level than Young Thug, in my opinion. Because you know, Young Thug had his rough spots and like,
Yeah, you don't see people out here just buying dresses and wearing them, bro.
Yeah,
Besides
yeah.
the famous people, you ain't gonna catch me. I hope I don't catch you or you in no dress.
nah, you ain't kidding me, no. Dress.
So
Oh, we ain't got no Forever Different dresses coming out.
that's my women's wear department. That's all on
We
her.
ain't gonna see no unisex dresses.
Nah, not at all. But like I say, look at our generation. You got Chief Keef, and look at everything that's being portrayed on the media. Everybody wants to be the next gangster. Everybody wants to be the next shooter. This, that, and the third. Nobody really wants to be the next fashion developer, producer. Like, people not really. I'm not saying people not really looking to Kanye, but they're more as like, you got to think about the music that's being put out now. Like, there's not really Kanye type of music no more. Yeah. It's all, I'm going to kill you, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that to you when I see you. You know what
I see what you're saying.
So that's why I'm saying he's more influential than Kanye on that aspect.
I feel you on that. Yeah, I can get down with that, but I still gotta go with Kanye.
Don't get me wrong, I ain't knocking Kanye. I'm giving him his flowers, but it's just like, you know.
Who's your GOAT rapper, bro?
My GOAT rapper? I say Lil Snoop.
Lil Snoop.
That's only because like.
That's the first.
What you think about J. Cole?
I don't like J. Cole, but it's just like that's just not my type of music. You know what I'm saying? Like at first, like when he was coming out with what's that one song?
Apparently.
That's like Wet Dreams, bro.
Yeah, when he came out with that, it was like, okay, J. Cole, you know what I'm saying? Okay. But now it's been pushed towards like, he talks about real stuff. Yeah. Not saying I don't want to hear that, but it's just like, that's not my type of music.
That's exactly what he said.
Sometimes, like, you don't want to hear reality. Sometimes you want to escape reality and hear about the high fashion and stuff so you can go work towards that or something like that.
Because, like, with me, I'm big on, like, if I see something and somebody doing better than me, that motivates me to go get it.
Exactly.
Is there any local rappers that you would ever collab with?
T-Glow. T-Glow. Off the top of my head, T-Glow, we got everybody in Twofold. Everybody just like that. But T-Glow for sure.
Who is T-Glow? Explain to me who 2-4 is first.
That was Wody and them.
Oh yeah, Wody hard. Man. Yeah, he was tough.
So all of them is just them.
Yeah.
That's a nice little brotherhood y'all got, bro. Cause as long as I can remember, it's always been you, Nick, T-Glow. I always see y'all.
But you know what's funny? Like, we've been knowing each other since we was young.
T-Glow, is that K-Son brother or something?
Nah, T-Glow rap.
Brothers.
Yeah.
K-Son.
I thought they was brothers.
What?
He got the weird shot, right? That's the only way I know him.
K-Son.
K-Son.
You got K-Son, you got a lot of them. There's a couple of, but it's like the funny thing, I've been knowing K-Son since we was 4th, 5th grade.
Yeah, 7th, 8th grade.
Knowing Nick, 4th, 5th grade, T-Glow and Paige. Everybody, I've been knowing it for a while, but it's just like, I branched off, I started doing my own thing, they started doing their own thing. We ain't never just sat there and kicked it, but it's like now we back to us. So we good now.
I feel you. But yeah, it is a lot of young talent in Dallas just waiting to be discovered, but
that's what I'm saying.
You see everybody either beef with each other or nobody can't make it out.
Nobody want to make it out. But one thing I can say about T-Glow, like his sound different. You're not really hearing that out of Dallas, at least.
What type of sound he got? Like, is it like a drill sound or is it a melodic sound?
It's like a no capish type. You know what I'm saying? Not saying he sound like no cap, but it's just like you gotta really listen to what he's saying. Like he's saying real stuff in his music.
I feel you. Them punchlines, they like cap. He got them punchlines like cap.
Occasionally. I mean, everything there. He just dropped Ghetto Love, matter of fact.
For real. I might tap in.
Yeah, send it to me,
See,
bro.
A lot of people ain't doing that in Dallas. Everybody in here putting bro on it.
Nah, bro, not at all.
R.I.P. Roddy, man.
Cause, man, I don't know how many times I done set out our stuff and it's like, what you want me to do with it? What you mean what I want you to do with it? I mean, at least repost it.
Yeah.
That's free.
That's a prime example and nobody want to see the next man make it out.
It's free, bro. Like, come on now.
It don't take nothing but 2 seconds out your day to repost something.
Yep. But you just scroll right past that. Oh, I ain't see it. Nigga, you know you seen it.
Keep that same energy.
Exactly.
But then, like, the whole thing is, with them folk right there, they'll wait till it's too late to congratulate you. So you can be like, my whole thing is, look, I'm gonna tell y'all some real stuff. Life is like a call. You know, like when you call into a call center and it's like you on hold. When you on hold, you gotta wait your turn. You can't really, like, if you hang up, that could have been you hung up right before they answered your call, and like, you know what I'm saying, you up now. But you just gotta wait in that queue until you get your call answered. Once you get your call answered, you'll be ready. Cause God ain't gonna give you nothing you ain't ready for.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know I ain't blown up yet because of I'm just not really 100% in on what I need to be 100% on.
Yeah.
Like, you never know. You could wake up tomorrow and straightforward be the next biggest thing. Never know. I might wake up tomorrow, forever different might be in shambles. It's just, you can't ever get too comfortable, nor can you just wait around and lollygag. You got to actually go work for it.
Yeah. You find yourself ever, I wouldn't say getting discouraged as far as like, you know, like I got to step this up, but do you ever find yourself in that type of a situation like, man, this just not good enough. I need to go harder. I need to go harder and take another step.
Like a lack of motivation, kind of?
Yeah.
So, that, like, I ain't gonna lie, that's me all the time. It's like, I feel like like this last drop I just dropped, I feel like I could have did that 10 times better. I feel like I rushed it and all of that. But in reality, to a blind eye, they're gonna be like, that's some quality work. But it's just, I know I can do better.
Yeah.
And I know, like, whenever I drop, I don't ever go backwards. So, like, if I feel like this drop that I just dropped was worse than the last one, that's not good in my opinion. I need to do better. And it's just, my whole thing is trying to be the best of the best. I'm trying to stay forever different. Like I said last time in the interview, it's forever different is really forever different. I don't want to be like nobody else. I don't want to copy nobody. I don't want to do certain things that they do. That's why I try to find different avenues to outlet myself where, all right, this brand not doing that, but forever different is. So, like, let me see what they got going. You know what I'm saying? It's that type of thing.
How old are you?
I turned 19 in April.
Yeah, see, first of all, you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself to be successful. You gotta be a young man before you can be a rich man.
Yes, sir.
And, you know, I mean, I seen Puff out in New York. He was, at your age, he probably was still in school, really, you know, working as an intern and getting jerked around by, you know, record labels and stuff like that. I mean, if you ever watched that movie Notorious, you know, he signed Biggie, and what happened to him? He got kicked out. You know, he had to go to Collabs, the white guy, to get his financing to get his company off. Remember, he said, "I'm no longer the lion in the jungle," because the guy that was working for him fired him. You know, he seen the potential in him, and he knew he couldn't hold him back, so he just kicked him out of there. So a lot of times, you know, if you make money, you start living differently too. And the things that you need to touch, you never get to touch it because you got away from it. You know, some of our athletes, they get money and they become millionaires and they never got to touch their community, so they don't go back and help it. They don't understand it because they came as kids out of school. And, you know, once you go to college, chances is if you're going to be a professional athlete, you're not coming back to your hood no more. From college to the pros to that different type of life. So, you're doing it the right way. You know, when the time comes for you to be wealthy, it'll be there and you'll be able to gravitate to it and get things done, you know, because money, I'm telling you, that's why sometimes I looked at when I had money, I was so busy doing so many other things. You know, when you got money, you got a girl, she want to do this, she want to do that. It real sidetrack you at times. And the mission that you really doing, like now you down in Houston, you want to meet kids that's underprivileged. You know, kids that ain't got a third of what, you know, you're heading to. And you may be that one to grab them and bring them right along with you. You know what I'm saying? And be able to help people. So don't put no pressure on yourself. Right now, you young. You know, if you're going to go through your struggles, this is the time now.
See, like, I always go around older people. So it's like my mindset is going to be, it's not the regular.
With theirs on.
Yeah. So my whole thing is, I know what type of life I want to live, and I know, like, if I can do it, why not try to hurry up and do it so you can be comfortable.
Yeah.
So you
but life is a marathon, not a foot race, and that's what I'm saying. You know, I knew cats that was, you know, rich, even though they was doing it in the wrong lane, but they were dead before they were 25. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the movie Paid in Full, when they talk about that brother out of, you know, New York, he was gone. Rich Porter died at 23. You know, so you got time. You know, you don't have to rush anything, because when you build it like this, I used to always tell people, I'd rather do it slow, because if anything ever goes wrong, I know how to fix it. See, a lot of people, they get so successful so fast, the first time something go wrong, they don't know how to really fix it because it happens so quick. So sometimes marching that long way that you're doing, if you ever had to rebuild yourself, look at Dr. Dre, prime example. This dude had to build his career 3 separate times where he left away from money to do something else. You know, Eazy-E, Suge, and Then it was another situation, but this guy still ended up being a billionaire. So he knew the game. So take your time. Don't put no rush on yourself. You eating, right? You ain't getting like free lunches or anything, are you?
Nah.
Right. So I'm saying, 19, you making your own money, right?
Right.
Are you living with your mother?
I won't be after December.
Right. So that's, I'm saying, you spend a couple of more days and you kiss her goodbye. You're going off to be a man at 19, and it didn't take the military. It didn't take college. See, a lot of people got to go to the military or go to college to get their start of being a man. You're doing it on your own, building as an entrepreneur. So you'll be all right. I'm going to come get a loan from you in about 10 years.
But nah, thank you. But I do get that a lot where it's like, I'm trying to live too fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, I understand I'm young. I understand all of that. But then too, there's people 14, 15 millionaires already. You know what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
you on that. I do.
So it's like, if they can do it, why not try to go get it myself?
Right, but that made it for them. You know what I'm saying? See,
Everybody rolled different.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, they think they ship may lined and sell the right thing. It just was the perfect scenario. But again, if you got rich at 15, how much time did you have to really put that together? Something had to happen good. I mean, if you could sing or if you're athletic or something like that, maybe that can happen. But just you're being a normal guy, and coming up with your plan and you're building it. So just take your time and watch.
I got you. But yeah, like I'm taking it slow, taking it easy.
Connect with them 15-year-olds that are rich. You're young, they only a few
That's
years
if
younger
they
than
connect
you.
with you back.
That's
I mean,
right.
Well,
I feel you on that, JoJo. Just to touch on it, because like how you said you want to get it now. I wake up every morning, I'm like, man, this could be the day. Hopefully it is the day. I want it to blow up now. But like you said, then again, Wayne, you want to build something slow, and then that's the way that you're gonna appreciate it, instead of just it's coming overnight and then boom, you don't appreciate it the same way you would as you would if you went through trials and tribulations of what comes with it. Right.
That's why you see a lot of these young kids today, their parents are multi-millionaires. They picture a grandson of Walmart. Is he really gonna have to work hard? No.
Never.
No, so that's what I'm saying. He's not going to appreciate it the same way. He's going to be out partying because he got a trust fund. If he's a fool, they'll pay him to stay away from the business. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the way it is, man. Your time will come, bro. Believe me.
That's why I was like, I'm gonna just stay patient. Like I said, life is just a queue. I'm just waiting on my call to get answered. I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's just, if we're being honest, if I was to like blow up tomorrow, I wouldn't be ready. That's just the honest God truth.
Right. Because now you got to find people that can be able to keep you going.
Right.
Because I tell people, you call Jay-Z when they had Rockaway. He's not going to answer the phone. He had a team. So that's what you're going to have to build to get to that next level and stay there. You're going to have to make sure you find that team as you go along that's going to be committed and believe in what you're doing. And that's what helps you grow.
Right. And with that, but I ain't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
But with that team thing, like how you say the team, like everything I do right now is like by myself. Like everything's ran through me. Like I'm my own marketing, sales, customer service, all of that just ran through me. But with the team thing, I got a real bad, like nobody really has the same thought process as me. So it's like I can't trust you if we don't think the same.
Well, don't go and get no street cats. That's what I'm saying. Now you at a point where is your company LLC and all that?
Yeah, copyright and everything.
Okay,
trademarked.
right. So now what you can do is you can go to some of these colleges. They got internships. You know what I'm saying? If you LLC, your company can be registered to be able to get interns to come in and they can work for credits. You can teach them different stuff. If you're pressing up your own shirts, now they working in a place where they're learning to do pressing and all that. You don't have to deal with the street cats when you legitimize yourself. There's another level that you deal with.
Right.
So you just got to get there, and if you need any help, I can tell you and show you different things on how to get to that level with people like that, because if somebody's going to school, like if you was going to school and you in college and you really like clothing design and you can work up under a designer that you can learn a lot from, you think you wouldn't want to do that?
No, I definitely would.
Right. So they out here. There's young kids out here that's in school doing the right thing, and this is for their grades.
Then I know if I'm young, they young too. So it's like, if I can do it, why they can't?
Right. And they're going to come to you with some fresh ideas that is going to help you make more money, because you're going to like, okay, yeah, I could do that. You know, they'll see certain things you don't even see because they got that mind. You know what I'm saying? So just take your time and watch how it really happened. But stay persistent. Don't take your time and like, yo, let me sit back and relax.
Nah,
just stay persistent. You will see that it's going to happen. And, you know, I see something in you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Speaking of, have you ever like confused complacent? Have you ever confused patience for complacency?
Yeah. I'm a victim of it. Like, my whole thing, I used to have this bad where it's like, I'll sit on something and procrastinate for like a long time. Like them Dead Dollars jackets, I launched Forever Different August 3rd, 2020. The Dead Dollars came out like September 10th, I want to say. But that whole time from August 3rd to September 10th, I was procrastinating on that. Like, that was supposed to be one of my first hoodies that dropped. But I held on it for so long because I'm self-doubting myself. And I'm like, I don't think this is going to do this. I don't think it's going to do numbers like that. But then I ended up selling out twice. Then it's one of my top sellers on my website. So it's like, why, when I shouldn't have sat on it for as long as I should, well, for as long as I did. When I should have just released it with my first releases, and it would have did the same amount of numbers, if not better. But at the same time, that could have been God telling me, like, just hold on. This is the right timing for it.
Yeah. I think that's why we really connect like this, bro. Because you started your company around the same time that I finally decided to put this into motion and finally put it together. Like, I want to say, you said August 3rd. I want to say I started mine maybe like, I started the podcast maybe like August 8th, 9th, or somewhere in that range.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but like how you said, when you finally wanted to put it in motion, like I told you in the first interview, Forever Different just not something I came up with. It was in my English class freshman year on a piece of paper drawing, like my first design. Like, I still got the pictures to this day. Matter of fact, that was dropping on the 31st too. So I still got the picture to the day, like just me doodling in class, like, all right, this is what I want to do. And I just stuck to it. Like, from my 9th grade year to August 3rd last year, it's always been like, all right, when you gonna do it? When you gonna do it? You kept putting it off. Then once you finally started it, it's like, oh, all right, now look at you. I'm finna, like, in a year, I done gained 1,000 followers. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm highly blessed, I would say.
It's definitely like, once you put your foot out there, it's just like, you don't even care anymore. Yeah. Whether it turns out successful or not, you still gonna keep pursuing it and keep going. And that's why I want to give you your flowers on. It's like, you know, not too many people out here gonna stick through everything that you go through, or just in general of having a clothing brand, not getting the attention that you want, not getting the recognition you feel like you deserve. Like, it's honestly hard. So I want to give you your flowers on that, bro.
Appreciate you. But with that, it's like, I can't really blame somebody else for me not being where I need to be at. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody living my life for me. I'm living my life for myself. So it's like, can't really dictate or be mad about something that the next person is doing when I'm not doing it myself. Like, can't get mad when when people aren't reposting my stuff or sharing it when I'm not doing it 100 times harder than they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's just that type of thing.
I feel you. You got anything you done?
Nah, that's it for me, man.
All right, man. Like always, we appreciate you.
No problem.
We always love to bring Forever Different in on the show. Might even have a part 3. You never know. But keep that same mindset you got, bro, with taking everybody to the top, with you not being afraid to, you know, lend a hand, this and that. Like, that's what we need, bro. Like you said, in Dallas, ain't too many people out here trying to help other people out. Ain't too many people. So I want to give you your flowers on that too. And hey, this is another successful episode of Straightforward. Y'all know the ads. You could give your ad if you want to.
My personal is at @Ncaa. Forever Difference is at @ForeverDifferent. F0reverDifferent.
Yep. So we done, man. We out. This is another successful episode. We gone.
What the price is for it?